So my mom comes to me while I'm sitting on the couch, right? And on everything, she says, okay, son, your grandma wants me to help you get better at subtraction. She tells me you've been having trouble with it. Lord only knows how many hours I've spent planning this video by itself. So when I say like this video, because who knows when the next video will be. That all depends on how many likes this video gets. So this video takes place back when I was in elementary school. Now before any of you smart people judging me for not knowing how to subtract, you weren't me, okay? I'm not talking regular subtraction, my G. I'm talking long division in the 2nd grade. And at the time, I was super smart myself, always making an easy effort to get A's and B's and barely ever seeing C's on any report cards. But math has never been my favorite subject, and I'm sure for most of you, you felt the same way, or you do feel the same way. Even now, geometry still continues to hold me back from pursuing everything I'm into, and to be completely honest, it's the only class I've ever had to actually try all year long. No other class has ever been as difficult as this class from my perspective. You might say it's my fault, you might say it's the teacher, but I'm not gonna pin it on anyone, but let's just say I freaking hate this vibrating, man. Oh my. Let's just say the class itself is the biggest problem. Focus is hard when the whole class is crazy and you can't fully understand what you're learning unless you and the teacher are in a room. Then if it was just you and her or you or her, him, whatever, back and forth, man. But unfortunately, I'm not special. Anyways, like I said, I was in the 2nd grade. Math was easy by itself as long as it didn't include subtraction. You know what? It could have been the 4th grade. I can't remember. So one weekend, I went to visit my mom, and she had told me that she had went over to my grandpa on her side of the family. She had spent the night over his girlfriend's house, and I was super upset. I was all like, Mom, why didn't you tell me? Well, I didn't ask about coming over. You didn't ask about.
Disrespectful, but you're telling me to shut up. Get out! We don't want you here, fam. Is that what you kids say? You black kids say? We don't want you here, fam. Leave. Speaking of rebellion, man, go watch The Birth of the Nation, man. It's a real good movie. Everybody should go see it. Leave.
And for those who haven't caught on already, I don't live with my mom, so yeah. A few weeks pass and I've got my stuff packed for the weekend. The place I was about to go wasn't even like a 15-minute drive. Back then, my aunt lived around there, so it was much easier to get in contact with her if something happened. And to be completely honest, the weekend was great. I spent the whole weekend watching movies. I remember I watched Alvin and the Chipmunks The Squeakquel and the director's cut version of Fantastic Four. Both really good blockbusters, and I still watch them to this day. Even though I don't remember much of that 2-day weekend I spent with my mother, I do remember having to do the worst thing a person can ever make you do at a young age. Math. Friggin' math, my G. Out of everything she could have taught me that day, it had to be the thing I valued the least, and that was the thing with the numbers and stuff, as my 3rd and 4th grade teacher used to say. So my mom comes to me while I'm sitting on the couch, right? And on everything, she says, okay, son, your grandma wants me to help you get better at subtraction. She tells me you've been having trouble with it. My big head pounded so hard, and I got this nervous feeling in the pit of my stomach that ached terribly. I wasn't ready. Not at all. You might think I'm being paranoid, but I was like 7 years old, my G. You weren't even really a person at that age, because the smallest thing can mess you up. And for me, I think too hard and too much about things, and it makes me angry, especially when the questions that race through my mind, the assumptions I make, turn out to be nothing. And even more, especially when those things turned out to be true. So we're doing the math worksheet, right? And at the beginning, I just knew I couldn't do it. I knew it. I wasn't mentally prepared to handle this kind of stress. I literally explained to my mom that I was not smart enough to do subtraction. We kept working on the subtraction side of the homework, and I tried my hardest to work through it. I seriously did, and for the most part, I kind of understood. Kind of. Then it went south. Your boy, he just couldn't handle it, guys. I started to break down. Now, we weren't doing this exact problem, but this is basically what happened. All right, son, what's 2 minus 2? Put 2 fingers up, son. Okay. Now take them away. What's your answer? I can't do it. Why are you doing this to me, mommy? Why? I can't do this. Oh, man. I'm stupid. After that, my mom began to cry with me, like, what? She's emotional just like me, so when she saw, at the time, her youngest child sad, it just made her just as equally upset. We kept going, and at some point, I just quit. I don't really recall anything else but that altercation. I have an amazing memory when it comes to important events, but all the small things, they just leave my brain. Moral of the story, just don't take interest in math, guys. Never. I mean, yeah, get good grades and everything, but don't die over your hatred for a specific subject. Just do it so you don't have to do it anymore. Hey guys, back at it again with another animated story. I'm honestly surprised with how this one turned out. This is honestly my first actual life story that I spent time and effort on, and even though we're only 4 videos into this series, I have loved every story I've put out so far. The quote of the day is luck. Is luck true or false? Tell me in the comments because I have no idea how to answer that question. Next animation drops sometime this weekend. You guys are the best. Thank you for 1.7K subscribers. And I'll see you again soon.
I'm dripping in sauce. Got girls on my shoulder. I look like a boss. These niggas be so lame. I'm running the game. And I want the whole thing. I'm dripping in sauce. Sits on my neck like a boulder. I'm dripping in sauce. Yeah, I thought I already told. Oh, I ran my cross. These niggas they lost. These niggas they fake. Don't got what it take. Made $1 million overnight. Damn, the shit was fake. 340, always bustin' right out the gate. Yeah. I'm on the road. Stay on my toes. Ice keep me froze. Ice in that gold, yeah. Ice on my neck and I like it so cool, yeah.
Okay.
We on it, bro.
Yeah. Bro, she can't be annoying, bro. To be honest, I don't even love that. You know what I'm saying?
Lost in the sauce. These niggas they hate. They mad that they late. Ice water like a lake. Diamond shining never fake, yeah. Niggas talking shit, but I'm making money. No time to conversate. I'm dripping in sauce. Don't know like I know.